Aber sehr schön, das Ende war sehr schön. Oh. Was kann denn der Happiness Stone? Oh. Ja, okay, zum Farmen. Vielleicht ganz gut, aber so, nee. So, ich kann mal gucken. Es fehlt jetzt noch Türe 13, 15, dann 14. Nummer 13. Komme ich da jetzt vielleicht endlich mal rein? Wenn nicht, dann muss ich da noch ein bisschen... Muss ich da irgendwie noch farmen oder so. Na, da komme ich noch nicht rein. Dann Base Area. Wenn. Und Stern für 15. Der habe ich schon gehört, die soll irgendwie sehr wichtig und gut vertreten sein. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Vielleicht mehr über ihre Vergangenheit? I wander indifferently in a place that exists beyond good and evil, beyond life and death. There's no fortune or misfortune, no happiness, no sadness. White and black tear into me, heaven and earth torment me. I've been defiled. Where does it begin and where does it end? I don't belong anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But the world just keeps on turning around me. First, paradise. Which number would you like today? 15. Certainly. You've been nominated, friend. Be sure to treat our customer with care. The place was simply known as Paradise. No doubt the building itself had a proper name, but none of us were ever told. Nor were we ever told exactly where in the land we were or what we were doing here. Or indeed, how we ended up there to begin with. Morning. Morning, Ren. Oh, you finally woken up. Hi, Cross. Hehe. Welcome to Paradise, Ren. Welcome to Paradise. I'm going to have to go, Ren. I've got to go and work. Again? Yeah, it's fine though. I'll be back before long. Be good, go and wait here in the meantime, okay? Cross was always busy with work, and today was no different. What exactly he did and where he did it, I didn't know, but whatever it was clearly horrible. He wasn't the only one either. The other children were always going out to work too. But for some reason, no one ever called me. The other children became weaker and more emaciated by the day, and yet I spent my time eating delicious food and playing with dolls. Only I was somehow special. Cross always referred to me as a princess. Come on, Ren, it sure is beautiful out today, huh? Kinda stuffy in here, so let's open the window, okay? This girl's name is Etta. She was always smiling and brimming with curiosity, poking her nose into anything and everything in the room and earning a scolding from Cross from it. Hey, you wanna play with me? I wanna play with dolls too. I don't mind, but do you even have the time? Don't you have to work later? Or do you not have to go and wear any weird clothes today? Cross is working at the moment, so I've got some free time. He's sure been getting nominated a lot lately. Maybe that's just what people are into these days. And it was a somewhat precocious girl. She loved making stupid jokes and giggling away at them. Adja, meanwhile, was more polite and mature. Perhaps that's why she was nominated by so many older men. Oh. Was? Die Route geht ihr echt jetzt, Falke. Wow. Another thing that stood out about her was the way she never once acted like she hated her work. No matter the day, she always performed with skill and care. How come you never seem to hate your work, Archie? I thought it really hurt. I'm fine. It's nothing you need to worry about, Ren. There's a few tricks that make it really simple to manage once you know them. So don't worry about me. You just focus on being happy like you always are. Okay. That's a good girl. If you're happy, I'm happy. Then there was Quadre, whose small, delicate stature always ended with him being battered and played with roughly, like he was some sort of doll. Did you seriously end up getting beaten again? Yeah, I don't know why either. They said it's some kind of new game, but I don't get it. Don't worry about me, Ren, I'm fine, honest. I'm used to it. It doesn't even hurt anymore. As long as I can come back and find you here, I can deal with anything. Quadre was all bleeding out of our side. Maybe that was part of his charm. I'm sure beautiful people must shed beautiful blood. I'm back, Ren. Sorry, that ended up taking longer than I thought it would. And finally there was Cross. He was basically our leader. Cross, Etta, Adje, Quadre, and me. Each of them were so dear to me, and we spent all the time we could together in this one room. To my understanding, there were other children in the building, but they didn't matter to me. The only ones who did were the 4 friends I spent my days with, 4 who lived in paradise alongside me. Second, Princess. Hey, Cross, what happened to the others? How come it's just me and you in here now? What are you talking about, Ren? What others? It's always been just you and me in here. Really? Are you sure? I feel like there were more. Nope, there weren't. It's always been just you and me. It's only later when I realized it was Cross who had hidden the others from me. Whether it was so I didn't have to worry about them, or because things had gotten so bad he didn't even think I should see them, I don't know. But he always tried to keep my eyes covered from the harsh reality of what was going on around me, so I could keep living in blissful ignorance. Let me give you a useful tip, Ren. Always be sure to say it would be my pleasure. Saying that makes everyone smile. No matter what you have to do or what people do to you, always respond with it would be my pleasure. Funny how it works, right? After all, it's the customers you're pleasing, not you. Let me give you one too, then. I use this all the time. The best thing to do is to try to imagine how your customer is feeling. Like this must feel really good for them. They seem to love me doing this, or not enough to make you stop feeling pain, but does stop you needing to worry about doing unpleasant things. Always try to think about what you can do to make the customer happy. That's key. Well, I suppose I should say something too. You should never cry and say you're sorry to a customer. Saying sorry just makes them want to hurt you more. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how sad you feel, don't ever cry. Don't ever say sorry, because no one ever forgives you, even if you do. Thanks everyone, but I can't see myself needing any of these tips. I never have to do any work. All I have to do is sit in here and hug my dolls. I never have to leave this room. And that's how it should be. You're a princess and you're really, really important to us. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to see a thing. Ren. Third game. What are you doing, Ren? I'm drawing. Look, there's a monster. The monster that's got us locked up in here. It's got golden eyes and black scales, and its mouth stained red with blood of all the people it ate. The color of sin, huh? How lovely. Its stomach got to be white though, otherwise you wouldn't know which side was the front. That's very true. Where's everyone? Are they all out working? Ren. There are no others, there's only me and you here. Really? Are you sure? I don't know. I'm sure. From the start it's just been me and you. No others. Now let's draw together, shall we? Maybe we could draw Princess next? That'd be nice. Cross was doing a good job at covering my eyes from reality, but there was one thing he couldn't completely keep from me. He was getting tired. After the others disappeared, he started taking on all of the work himself. And because of that, slowly he began to vanish too. Let's clean you up, Ren. You're really dirty today. Thanks, you're always so kind. I'm sorry, Ren. If I wasn't so hopeless, I swore I'd protect you, and yet... What's wrong, Cross? You're not looking too good. It's nothing, I'm fine. Cross? I just told you that I'm fine. This is all your fault. Mine? Yours. Everything is your fault. You wasted no time in killing all the others. Why are you letting me live for so long? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? I'm already dead as it is. Why won't you kill me? Fort Ren. Eventually my first job came. There's no one else to take it. There was no one else to go out in my place. That's why I had to do it myself. I had to step outside that room for the first time. You've been nominated, Ren. Be sure to treat our customer with care. What are you doing, Ren? Just do what you usually do. What's going on here? I was led to believe number 15 was special. He's not normally like this, I can assure you. She's usually a good girl. I don't know what's gone into her. He's our little angel, capable of meeting all of our customers' needs no matter what they may be. Come on, Ren, say hello. You've done this enough times now. What are you going to do today? A sweet doll? A cool boy? That wasn't me. What? That wasn't me. 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 Someone says something. I close my ears like always. Someone does something. I close my eyes like always. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do and go out to work. Ah, the water of life. Cross once said that even those near to death could be full of energy again if they drank this. He said he was made to drink it all the time and that its taste was sweet and syrupy. Drink up, Ren. I made quite a lot of syrup in today. Drink up, nice and slowly. That's it, that's it. Make sure not to spill any now. Drink up every last drop. Well, please take your time. Fiona went to leave. His head seemed to distort slightly. Maybe he's getting old, or maybe he's just wearing a disguise of some kind. Oh, the medicine started kicking in. Okay, ich dachte gerade, ehrlich gesagt, durch den weiten Hintergrund etwas anderes, was das war. Well then, why don't we sit and have a little chat together? It would be my pleasure. You're always such a good girl. It would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure, 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 it would be my pleasure. Morning, Ren. It sure is beautiful out today, huh? Kinda stuffy in here though. Let's open a window, okay? Hey, you wanna play with me? I wanna play with George too. Cross is working at the moment, so I've got some free time. He's sure getting nominated a lot lately. Maybe that's just what people are into these days. Let me give you a useful tip, Ren. Always be sure to say, it would be my pleasure. Saying that makes everyone smile. No matter what you have to do or what people do to you. Always say, it would be my pleasure. Funny how that works, right? After all, it's the customer you're pleasing, not you. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to see a thing, Ren. I'm fine. There's nothing you need to worry about, Ren. There's a few tricks that make it really simple to manage once you know them, so don't worry about me. You just focus on being happy like you always are. That's a good girl. If you're happy, I'm happy. Let me give you one too. Then, I use this all the time. The best thing to do is try to imagine how a customer is feeling. Like this must feel really good for them. They seem to love me doing this, or it's not enough to make you stop feeling pain, but just stop you needing to worry about doing unpleasant things. Always try to think about what you can do to make the customer happy. That's key. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to see a thing. When? Yeah, I don't know why either. They said it's some kind of new game, but I don't get it. Don't worry about me though, I'm fine, honestly, I'm used to it. It doesn't even hurt me anymore. As long as I can come back and find you here, I can deal with anything. Well, I suppose I should say something too. You should never cry and say you're sorry to a customer. Saying sorry just makes them want to hurt you more. No matter how much it hurt, no matter how sad you feel, don't ever cry. Don't ever say sorry, because no one ever forgives you, even if you do. We're all here to protect you and make it so you don't need to see a thing. So don't you worry. Ren. What are you doing, Ren? The color of sin, huh? Oh, lovely, huh? That's very true. Ren, there are no others. It's only me and you here, I'm sure. From the start, it's just been me and you, no others. Now let's go out together, shall we? I just told you that I'm fine. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. Everything is your fault. You wasted no time in killing all the others. Why are you letting me live for so long? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? I'm already dead as it is. Why won't you kill me? When? All of them have gone. Das Bild sagt, glaube ich, alles. What in the subhuman monsters? Can people even keep living on like this? Can you even call someone in this state alive? I'm guessing she's inflicted all these cross-like marks on herself. Probably in order to maintain her own sanity. You want to keep living that much? That is a living human. I want to see what she's like when she's really alive, Luwe. Can we take her into the society? Fifth, the dream goes on. You're strong, man. That was what Joshua told me one day. It wasn't something I'd heard before either. You're strong, Ren. Yes, I am. I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. I'm strong, I'm strong. As an enforcer candidate, Ren proved to be exceptionally capable. Then one day, Joshua disappeared, and the world just kept on turning. Where has Joshua gone anyway? All he said was that he was going away to do a job, and it was going to take a while. I want him to know that I've become a proper enforcer now. I want to introduce him to my real papa and mama too. But I suppose all of that can wait. He'll come back eventually, I know he will. Then he can tell me all about what he did while he was away. But he'll definitely be back, he will. Oh. A baby? How sweet. He's so cute. Brand new life, clean and pure, untainted by anything. He's probably a good child. He'd be raised well and grow up to be a fine, respectable adult. Unlike me. My path was closed to me long ago. I hope you find happiness, nameless child. Why? He really is cute, isn't he? He looks just like his mother. There, that's a good boy. Don't regret what happened to our last child. It looked like the goddess didn't abandon us after all. Now I thought we weren't going to talk about that anymore. We need to leave the past in the past. I suppose you're right, it's sad, but it's probably what she would want to. There you go. Who's a good little boy? When impure children. The past. What happened to our last child? Really? That was what I was from the very beginning. I from the day I was born, I was... When? Huh. Louis. As enforcers, we have the freedom to do whatever we want. Whenever we want. It's up to you, what you want to do. I won't make that choice for you. Can't help but wonder whether they're even worth the effort of cutting down, but that is your choice to make. I wander indifferently in a place that exists beyond good and evil, beyond life and death. There's no fortune or misfortune, no happiness, no sadness. White and black tear into me, heaven and earth torment me. I've been defiled. Where does it begin and where does it end? I don't belong anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But the world just keeps on turning around me. Unbeknownst to me, the world just kept on turning. That's fine. The world is always turning for my sake. That's why I've got nothing to feel sad about. I don't care about some silly imposters. They're not my real papa and mama. I'm Pata now. It's so cold. Thank Pata. That's right. I'm in the right. I'm in the right. I'm always happy. I'm always having fun. Because the world doesn't revolve just around you. It won't always change just because you demand it. It should be obvious because I really care about you, Ren. I won't lecture anymore. Ren, you answer how your heart tells you. You answer how your heart tells you. It's almost dawn. Let's go. We're going to crossbear. Once we're higher enough up, switch off your boosters and switch to regular flight engines. Frage, werden wir sie tatsächlich in Crossbear-Spielen treffen? Ich glaube schon. Side Story Paradise Finish.